Dying is an online simulation game, utilising Flash software and text-based instructions. It provides a perspective from the citizens of Darfur in the conflict of Western Sudan between 2003 and 2009. While dated now, both in game mechanics and in humanitarian crises, the game's ability to rally the players in reaching out and aiding in the conflict keep the game as an impactful and an important piece of literature. For many students, the game will have a familiar feeling as it draws mechanical design from living simulators such as The Sims and from scrawling arcade games such as Super Mario Bros. The game is divided into these two main activities, the first being a scrawling game where the avatar is in the desert, seen here, foraging for supplies and hiding from the Jangaweed militia. When caught, like I just did, you are given an insight into the choices made and how they would affect someone in Darfur. Quite an impactful message is given here, which I will return to shortly. The second is a living simulator within a Darfurian camp, where players will manage their resources in their water and their food supplies, and, as best as they can, keep their threat level low, seen here. While older now, Darfur is Dying still has a place within schools, within the history or humanitarian curriculum. It would be best utilised as a take-home activity before the beginning of a unit in human rights and/or recent global issues. You may find it useful to allow your students to play the game in class in an early session in this topic, however. You must be mindful that using Flash, each computer must have previously downloaded Flash software, and the school's internet must have sufficient bandwidth to support all of these students. You may return into the game at the end of the topic to consolidate students' understanding and perhaps allow them to make different choices in their approach to the game, understanding more about the real-world context. Dealing with issues of rape and abduction seen earlier, in a very real-world context, albeit strictly in text and without graphic illustration, you must have played this game previously to ensure that you find the content suitable for your students. It would be recommended as well to disclose these issues with them and ensure that they are prepared to discuss the issues of rape and genocide present within the game. My recommendation would be for students in years 10 and above. Darfur is Dying with its hard-hitting topics and its interactive elements is an effective tool in engaging students with real-world conflict. While the conflict has ended, some interactive elements of the game have lost their potent significance, but with some explanations on the context, it remains a powerful tool and an effective, serious game.